This is a demonstration of the ability to use wave geometry link features inside feature templates. This is a new capability that came in with the December 2022 release of NX, so NX 2212. And let's dive in and take a look. So what we're going to be able to do here that we've not been able to do historically with user-defined features is use a wave geometry link feature inside a feature template. Okay, and what this is going to let us do is start to have feature templates that can reach out across an assembly and reference geometry in other parts to create geometry that's part of the feature template. So, and this is going to be really, really useful. And so one of the things that we're going to do here, I've got a couple examples here of a phone case, right? And actually each of these phone cases here were each built with a product template out there. If we hover here, we can see these are product templates. So the same base template here, wrapping around a couple of different popular phone models, right, that are out there. The feature template, of course, is also the product template is also adaptable. If we look down here on this corner, right now the phone on the inside, you see, has a larger radius than the case out here on the outside. But we can take our case here, and we can edit this case, and look at the template here for the case. And one of the parameters inside this one, of course, is this corner radius here. And we can take that corner radius, for instance, and make that something that's closer, like that. If we want to here, we can step that in, use a little better. So yeah, there we go. So we've got a nice match there on the corner. So this is using the product template here, of course, to match the case here to our phone that we're going to use. But then inside this case here, we can start to add additional features here, right? We're not limited to the original product template here. We can add some additional features. In this case, we're going to add some feature templates, right, to this. Now, the first one I want to make here is a charging port hole down here on the bottom, right? This one has a connector that's going to come in here, and as we do that, we're going to create a hole in the case so that our charging cord can get in there to the port, okay? And to do that, in our reuse library, we have a feature in here that's a linked pocket feature, okay? Again, this is going to have that wavelink feature embedded inside the feature template that's going to allow us to reach from the context of the case where we are right now to reach over to the phone and grab some geometry of the phone and link that into our case. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like. As we bring out this pocket here, it's going to launch the UI for our pocket. It's going to ask for a section for the profile here, and we're going to grab that outside there. We've got a selection intent rule here for tangent curves that's helping us get that collection of curves. The tangent curves are on the outside of that. And then for our pocket, we're going to tell it that we want to pocket this body right here. The outward direction is going to be our taper direction here, and so we want to taper out this way. And draft angle here, we can bring this down pretty low. And let's do an offset that's maybe about that big, right? And this is going to, again, create a pocket out here in the blue that's going to follow the contour of the section that we selected, offset by a couple millimeters outward with a little bit of draft, okay? So as we do that, that's going to look like this, right? And that's going to create, this pocket here that's offset a couple millimeters. And if we want that a little bigger, if our cord has a thick end there, for instance, then we might do 2.5 there, for instance, and that'll give us a little more clearance there for a cord coming in, right? So that's one pocket, right? And again, this one had kind of 4 edges as it was creating it. Let's go around to the back of this one, and we've got a camera on the back here. So we want to create a pocket on the back of the case here that's going to accommodate the camera. Again, we're in the template here. The phone case template is going to be our work part as we do that. You'll notice that we've added here that pocket down below is a feature that's in this model now from the feature template. So here again, let's go and we'll use that same pocket feature, right? Bring that out and use that again. And very similarly, we're going to choose a profile out here. Again, our selection intent rule is going to chain that tangent for us nicely. We'll choose that same target body for the case. Our outward direction this time is a different direction. out here. This one, because we've got a camera here, wide angle lenses and things, we might want more clearance. We'll do a higher draft angle there on this guy. And this one can be a relatively close offset to the camera edge right there. Okay, so if we apply this guy, this is going to give us this kind of look, right? Which is pretty cool. So that's our pocket there around the camera. Now, of course, we can do this now, not just in this part, but we can adapt these here to the different phone as well. So this particular one here has a different arrangement, of course, on the back for its camera. And so we could come in, use that exact same pocket feature here again. And actually, before I do that, let's make that the work part. Oh, I did make that the work part. That's good. We'll bring in our pocket feature here. This time, we'll grab the profile down here. Again, that's going to chain that tangent for us. And we can, of course, use other rules here, connected curves or feature curves or things like that if we want to. But tangent's great for us right now. And as we do that, we've got that profile. Our target body is this case this time. Outward again is this angle. And here again, let's do a large draft angle for the wide angle lenses. Maybe a little more offset this time, just for fun. And we'll say okay. And there we've got that pocket, right? So different one there. Similarly on this guy, let's go down to the bottom. And these have been 8 edges each. This one was 4, if you remember right. And this guy down here, we can do one with 1, right? This is a little headphone port, headphone jack, which is a handy thing. And in this guy, again, we can use that exact same pocket. Come down in this one, and here again, grab the section there. That's that one curve this time. Target body is this guy. Our outward direction will be here. There we go. This one doesn't need a lot of draft, but might need a little offset. And let's give that a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So that should be able to get my headphone jack into that hole. And so that's some examples, right, where we've got 4 different pockets that we made there. One for this charging port that's oblong, one that's round here for the headphone jack, a couple different shapes back here for some camera clearances, and all of those, of course, were made with the same feature template, which is the whole idea, right? To be able to reuse intelligent collections of geometry there. Okay, and again, the key point on this one is that we're using wave geometry link features, where in all of these cases we're creating a pocket in the case by reaching in and grabbing geometry that is in the phone model and linking that out to create a wavelength feature in the case model. Okay, so those will associatively follow edits that are made to the phone. All right, so I hope you find that useful.